And they'll run it. This is James Robinson.
And right away, they're going to stack him up right at the line of scrimmage. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Now Mariota.
That's out wide here for Robinson.
A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28.
And they'll use him out in the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
And just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1.
Robinson will try to pick it up.
And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
The Jaguars at 2-13 now on the year. Yeah, they've lost 3 straight here, and it kind of goes without saying, I guess, but they could certainly use a win.
Yeah, no doubt about that. There's a difference between a losing stretch and a losing streak, and right now, they're not playing their best football, but if they were to fall here, and now you're looking at going 4 games without a win, things can start compounding themselves pretty quickly from this point forward.
And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Now, this defense for the Eagles, they were very good last week in the win over New Orleans.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. They'll bring a receiver in motion left.
On 2nd down, ETN once more.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
They're in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down.
On 3rd down, Mariota. Now he lets it go deep for Kirk. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
So 1 first down on that drive, and that's it. Forced to take the deep shot on 3rd down and couldn't hit it. Now they have to punt this one away.
The Cook now on to punt as he gets this one away.
And this is going to work out well as it's out of bounds near the 13-yard line.
Hey, set.
They start on the ground here at Sanders. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost getting into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Brady. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Following the interception here, Mariota.
He'll get this out to the flat for ETN. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
And that's a good job there by the corner. And we do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, short tackle.
Now this throw caught left side. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Mariota on 1st down.
And this one almost intercepted. Had a chance to come down with it in the end zone, but could not hang on.
He took a shot there, but boy, was that ill-advised from my viewpoint. Coverage was awfully tight. How did he get away with that one not being picked off?
They'll send a receiver in motion left.
On second down, a run with Etienne.
And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage.
Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains.
Now Mariota finds his tight end Ingram. And they'll get this down to the 10. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down.
Nice job, nice patience right there. Put him on the right side, let him work his way across, put the ball in his hands, and let him work his way upfield with a catch.
On first and 10, it's Etienne.
And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. The last run good for 2. Here's second and 8. Here's Mariota. This is caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. Evan Ingram hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season.
And the Jaguars use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one.
Extra point right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
On second and 7, Brady.
He's got Sanders on the out route. It's caught.
And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on first and 10. Now Brady.
And that one's going to be off target and incomplete.
The defender certainly didn't forget about him leaking out of the backfield. There's a guy ready and waiting to pick him up in coverage. And that throw had no shot.
Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a second and 10. He'll look to throw. That's Cordero Patterson hauling it in.
And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
And this is why trying to cover the angle route is so difficult. Anyone playing the linebacker position, when they see a running back out of the backfield widen, because he heads towards the flat first, oftentimes you widen too much and overcommit. He cuts up inside, and that's what we saw there. A nice pickup for a first down.
Play action. Now it's Brady. And this is caught by Watkins. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
On first down, Brady. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. In motion right is Smith. To throw on 2nd and 10. Brady. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
And the slot man goes in motion left. The slot man in motion right. Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. The 21 yards there as they convert on 3rd.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
A give running left. It's Sanders. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Now receiver in motion left.
Sanders will struggle to get to the line of scrimmage as he'll be tackled back at the 4-yard line.
It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal. Here's Brady.
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted.
And nothing but daylight ahead. He's at the 50, the 30, 10, 5, and he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. So from one end zone all the way to the other. Talk about a turnaround.
And how about the excitement that that play generates for his team? Not just the points on the board, but the momentum and taking it from coast to coast end zone to end zone. What a tremendous play. Now get that man an oxygen tank.
That's your boy Old Mo, you said momentum, right?
Old Mo, I think he's kind of limping across at the end because of that distance, but he made it.
Taking it about the 1.
And he's going to be out of bounds here as the run back will leave him shy of the 20-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive as we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get stouter up front. And as a GM always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people always end up winning games for you.
The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. And now after the delay of game, they're operating behind the sticks, 2nd and 15.
Now Brady. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Watkins. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Smith will come in motion right. On play action, it's Brady. And Brady going to be intercepted a 3rd time.
Picked off by Tyson Campbell. And the Jags are going to take possession of the football. Now, I'm not sure that the wheels, Charles, are coming completely off, but they're shaking a little bit. That's 3 interceptions, and now interceptions here on back-to-back drives.
And I think about what a Hall of Fame coach told me, that he always told his teams, when a mistake happens, just move on to the next play. Let it go. Hard to do when you've thrown this many interceptions.
And looking for Kirk, but this pass is intercepted.
Picked up by James Bradbury.
And the Eagles are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7.
Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, right? Because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right. It felt like a matter of time, and you got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape.
Steps away. That is caught. It's the tight end Goddard. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. Call that a very strong gain of 24. Brady going to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
But there's an incompletion, partner, and the struggles through the air continue because so far their lack of passing production has led to a lack of points.
Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. He'll drop to throw. Dancing to his left. He's going to look deep for Watkins. And that's caught inside the 35. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. They give him a gain of 38.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Again, it's Brady. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
Devontae Smith.
32 yards.
And the Eagles have got it back to within a score.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that'll make our score 14-7. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
First down, Mariota. This is caught by Robinson.
And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Play action now. Mariota being chased out left. Toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. On play action, Mariota rolling, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. So it's 3rd and long, and defensively not a real surprise. They're in the dime. To throw is Mariota. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he can only manage to get this to the 45-yard line, well short of the first. A good pickup, but it will come on what should be the final play in this first half. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17. As we send you a couple hours south of here to Orlando, that's where we check in with a coach and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. From the 10. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
On 2nd and 12, Brady going deep here for Watkins. And he's got it inside the 10. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
We keep waiting year after year to see signs of Tom Brady's arm strength deteriorating, but his message there, keep waiting.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And we are tied at 14. Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
Their halftime lead now evaporated. We're back to level following that touchdown a moment ago.
And that shouldn't change the mindset a whole lot from an offensive perspective because they already knew this was going to be a hard-fought game. Now they just need to go out, execute their game plan, and keep moving.
From the 38, Mariota.
He'll drop this one off with ETN.
And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
They'll run with ETN.
And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. Now Mariota on 4th down. And they hit him as he throws as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Eagles are going to take over in great field position. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Hey, ball 66.
Shotgun snap and then the give to Sanders. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
On 2nd and 9, Brady. He'll hit Watkins on the crossing route. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Quez Watkins with touchdown number 15 on the year and 2nd of the game.
And the Eagles have scored again in this third quarter, this time to move out in front.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead is now 21-14. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson.
Fields it right around the goal line. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
The Jaguars take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive.
Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on fourth down, didn't get it. Then they give up the touchdown. So now you feel like they really need to respond here.
They certainly do, but let's face it. Sometimes when you take that risk, you understand if you fail, a little more onus goes back on your ball club to try and pick themselves back up.
Now to throw on first down. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make third down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big third down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he comes back with one complete. And he'll go down to the ground at the 39, and obviously that's well short of the first. Fourth down, Mariota. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And that will force a turnover on downs. Well, they've got the slim deficit, decided to go for it, hoping to keep the football score and erase that deficit. But, boy, deep in their own territory like that.
Let's just say that with that call, me and the head coach will agree to disagree, all right? But he knew he wanted to be aggressive there, as you pointed out. So I guarantee he told his defensive coordinator, have your guys up and ready. I'm going to go for it here. If we don't get it, just make sure they're ready to go out there and bail us out.
10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
On 1st and 10, here's Brady. Throw right side, caught by Goddard, the tight end. Well, they had a gain of 10 last time, now a gain of 20 here.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
Hey, 66. Check it.
They'll run with Sanders. And I think the ball's out, and that will get out of bounds. Lucky there. They keep possession inside the 5. Thankfully for the offense, a fortuitous bounce there on the fumble goes out of bounds because they're down here in the red zone. You don't want to lose one there.
You don't want to lose one, and the best part, because it went out of bounds, they retain possession, still have an opportunity to put points on the board.
Once again with Sanders, and he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Miles Sanders with his 17th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Eagles get another third quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead now up to 14. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. Take it in at the 3. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
The Jaguars take over first down 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And last time, went for it on fourth, didn't get it. We'll see if they can pick themselves up off the mat and do better this go-around.
Sometimes I have this vision of coaches writing notes to themselves before a game. And sometimes that note says, be aggressive, stay aggressive. Maybe that's what we saw in the last possession.
Yeah, they were very aggressive. This time, will it result in points? We'll find out. Now a pass hauled in downfield. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. On 1st and 10, here's Mariota. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And they're going to get this down inside the 15. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. From the red zone now, Mariota. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. It'll be a gain of 5, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 9-yard line.
They'll throw again. Mariota. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Avonte Maddox. He's got the lane, and there he goes. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD.
Well, part of this defense now with multiple interceptions in this game, but this time they say turnabout is fair play because, remember, they had a pick-6 on the other side, and now they get a pick-6 of their own.
Yeah, they actually added to some of their nice play throughout this ball game. A good effort by them to secure another interception on this one. A better effort to take it all the way back for 6. And how about an exceptional effort to match their opposition's pick-6 from earlier in this game?
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive.
And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a 4th straight loss.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
Mariota to throw it. This is caught. It's Kirk. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10.
Running out of the gun with ETN.
And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
They suspected that it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on 1st down.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They go play action. Mariota.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far.
And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. He got outside the pocket there trying to improvise, and he was calling for the ball downfield, but still the interception.
I think what happened, he did call for the ball thinking that he was open, but I think the quarterback spotted him too late. And that margin that he had on the defenders, that got eaten up, and they came up with the interception.
And Brady's throw there, incomplete.
Well, 4th quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
But with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
That is pass This is intercepted for the 4th time today. Shaquille Griffin with a pick.
And the Jaguars are going to take possession of the football. Well, that interception at least offers them a glimmer of hope here in the 4th quarter.
It certainly does if their offense goes out now and makes it pay off by getting into the end zone. And if it does, then they get a chance to get back out on the field and try and do it again. Maybe they can force that offense into more and more mistakes and give them a chance to get back into this one totally.
And still a touchdown. Jamal Agnew, 32 yards. And the Jaguars have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
Point after, up and good. And the lead will be cut down to 14.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Well, don't look now, but they've got a little bit of a battle on their hands again. Back to a 2-score game. The interception that led to a touchdown. You'd have to think they're a little more careful here if they do. He's got a man. Complete. Touchdown, Eagles. Boy, the action just coming fast and furious right now. If you got up to go get a drink from the fridge, you picked the wrong time. 2 long touchdowns.
Yeah, and that's how you answer a one-play drive with a one-play drive of your own. And you're exactly right. If you step away from the action, my dad took me to a Major League Baseball game when I was 8. I needed to go to the bathroom. Of course, while we're in the bathroom, grand slam home run.
It tends to happen that way, doesn't it?
Yeah, my dad still hasn't forgiven me.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson.
And no return here for Agnew, so they'll bring it out, start the drive at the 25. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again. That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Desperation time. Mariota on 4th down. That's to his running back, complete.
And he is going to have the Jaguars first down on what will be a big play there on 4th and long.
A first down throw for Mariota.
Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it, and it's 2nd down.
What we just saw there, that's really been a common theme all afternoon.
A lot of pressure. That forced the errant pass. He's been under duress this entire afternoon. He just had to unload that one. He's fortunate it was just incomplete and not intercepted.
Again, it's Mariota. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Avonte Maddox. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. So they obviously decline that, and it is a touchdown.
They still have the option, but let's face it.
There's no option.
There's no option when you score a touchdown. An easy call for them.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that'll increase their lead to 28.
Daniel Carlson set to kick off.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick-6. And now the kick is away.
And they'll bring it out to the 25 as Agnew elects for the touchback.
And it looks like this will be the last play before the 2-minute warning. Back to it after the pick six. Mariota. That's going to be caught by Kirk. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Here's Mariota.
He'll get this out to the flat for Etienne.
And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Third and short yardage. Mariota. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And now here is another interception.
And the Eagles are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line. Well, there's two sides to this coin. I mean, on one side, 5 interceptions now thrown for him. That's tough. But, man, this defense, they have been ball hawking and impressive. But, Charles, let's flip it back over. If you're coaching a quarterback that's struggling this much at this stage of the game, do you maybe try to get him out?
I would think about it. I think about it awfully hard, but also you might want to look into his eyes, see what he has. He might be one of those players that you don't want to affect his confidence by actually pulling him out of the game. So you have to know your player. You have to know the situation.
The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Brady going to look to throw. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
He only gave them an instant to react. It was a classic case of if you blink, you missed him. Off of the line and to the quarterback in just a couple of seconds. Running back only had a moment to react and attempt to throw a block.
A tall task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains.
Now a play fake. Brady. And that will be incomplete.
A CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, you can continue to do what you want to do. It's up to the other team to make you change how you do things. They'll continue to throw it around until stopped.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. A good kick, 49 yards, just 3 on the return. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive.
Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Avonte Maddox.
And the Eagles are going to get the football here at their own 23.
Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense. But they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
Hey, set.
Brady going to throw here. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit, too.
Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10.
Hey, Bolt 66.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
And now after the delay of game, they're operating behind the sticks, 2nd and 15. Now Brady.
And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete. Their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy, because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out, because this one, it was over a long time ago.
Hey, check it.
On 3rd and long, it's Brady. And this one is incomplete.
Well, they're up comfortably here, Charles, but that lead certainly not dissuading them from pressing the envelope late. I mean, if anything, with these passes, it's like they're getting more aggressive to try to drive the ball downfield.
And that will certainly lend itself to some post-game questions for that coach. And maybe you and I should attend that press conference and see what he has to say, because someone's going to ask him why he continued to push it. My guess, he didn't like how some of the snaps were run earlier, and he wanted to use that as a chance to clean things up. But he certainly will have some explaining to do.
Agnew now to return. A 46-yard punt, 8 yards on the return.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's go out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Not able to go anywhere that time. 2nd down. So they don't get anything out of that completion. I guess when you roll out of the pocket like he did there to the left, if you're going to throw it, you better gain some yardage.
Now, can you just hear the old school coaches right now? You threw it for no yards? They don't want the ball in the air unless something positive is going to happen downfield. In that case, they'd rather have the quarterback try and run it himself. Just take care of the ball. If nothing else, just slide and get down.
And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance.